What was the best moment of one lawyer outsmarting another lawyer? If my attorney hadn't said, "No questions, Your Honor," I could have been paying thousands of dollars per month to my ex-wife. Sometimes silence is everything. This was one of the dirtiest and harshest divorce proceedings I've known about, and hopefully my only one under my belt. My soon-to-be ex-wife had disobeyed all of the court rules, had not provided most of the required disclosures and paperwork, and lied like a rug while on the stand. She was one of the dirtiest dealing, meanest, most selfish, gold-digging bitches I knew. And this is not just me speaking about her like this because I despise her, it's a fact. Just one example of the lengths she would go to was to tell her sister to slug her in the face and mark her up within minutes of her being served the divorce papers. I was away at a friend's house at the time, but she was going to call the cops and claim that I had assaulted her. To her sister's credit, she refused to play along. So, we get into court on the final day for the final hearing. I'm on the stand. My attorney interrogates me first, and then her attorney does. Then she gets on the stand and her attorney interrogates her, but she lies right through her teeth. I was seething with frustration because of how phony and untruthful it was. Things were looking bad for my case. By the way, she came into the marriage with a kid and 3 suitcases. No vehicle, no money, and only a part-time job. I owned a house, a cabin, 3 vacant lots, a boat, 3 vehicles, and had a career with a very respectable income. She had nothing but the kid and bills. Her attorney got done with her and it was my attorney's turn to rip her apart. But he leaned over to me and said, "I'm not going to ask her any questions." I said, "What the absolute fudging fudge do you mean you're not going to ask her questions?" The bitch just blatantly lied. "You can completely tear her apart right now." He looked at me and paused, but I needed some answers. Reluctantly, my attorney asked the judge for 2 minutes out in the hall with me. It's not the best thing to do, but he did it. We went out into the hall where my attorney basically told me that he had it under control and I'd see that shortly. I was still seething, but after having spent nearly over